Good morning. It's April 23rd, and I've got my tea, I've got my journal. I've had some restlessness with a few things, and when I have that, this is where I go. I'm on my mat in my sanctuary, and I haven't been able to be in this sanctuary. That's why in the hospital I had made my own, right? A couple years ago, I was in the hospital in Atlanta, and there I just was in for a couple days, and then they send you home because there's talk of sometimes being in the hospital is dangerous because of all the germs, right? And I was really sick, and I just wanted to be at home, so they let me go home on IVs. Well, that's when my journey started with the camera, because that night that I got home, my relationship ended. I was in a relationship with someone that did not have the ability to see past himself. And I was put in situations I should have never been put in. And now that I'm on the other side, like I wrote this today, I didn't love myself enough to tell you no, to say I'm worthy of more. Now I do, and now I say be gone, right? So thinking about that person that was allowing craziness to happen to me in such a space where I really just needed tender love and care, and I was receiving the opposite, makes you think, like, how is that even possible within someone to do that, right? And then I make reference to when I got home. And there's this person in my building that, God bless her, there's that Southern, God bless her soul. It's like, what are you doing? These people, I don't understand it. This is where I am right now. I'm trying to understand these people that just, like, either they really do not have the capacity, and then that's just giving them an excuse, right? Like, they don't have the capacity to have empathy for another, or they're completely wrapped up in themselves and making sure that they're okay. They just have no clue as to what it's like for other people on this earth. And as long as they're okay and they're happy, then they're good, right? Sun in my face. So I get home, she's the first person I run into, and I've had entanglements with her. I've had to actually tell her to just kind of like leave my life because she talks bad about people, and I'm not about that life. Not about that life. I thought she was going to be a new friend, but she's really just interested in surface and kind of, you know, doing things and having people around to do them with. And I was getting caught in the crossfires of. And so when I get home, of course, it's the first person I run into, right? Go figure. And I'm literally like, I'm bringing stuff up. Like, that's how fresh I'm off the boat. And she looks at me and she's like, hey, how are you? Hey, there's a concert tonight. Do you want to go? And I look at her and I'm like, no. Like, I literally, like, my arm was shaking because I had not moved it in so many weeks, and I'm bringing stuff up. And in that moment, I'm like, no, I've got to get my stuff clean, like my room clean and de-germ. And she interrupts me and says, all you had to say was no. Like, okay, I can't deal with you right now. Like, she knows I've been in the hospital, right? This person knows I've been in the hospital a couple years ago. He knows I've been in the hospital. I'm completely weak. A help would be nice, but you don't even have to do that. You could just say, how are you, and keep it moving. But to throw daggers at someone and to make life difficult by the two situations are a little different, but the same in that there's just no thought about the other person, like, at all. And I don't understand how that happens to people. And I have tried to tell this person to just, like, go away, and she won't go away. She won't go away. I have tried to explain to her why she can't be in the zone, and I even said my door's always open, but I enjoy intimate relationships. The surface deal where you make fun of people and you kind of talk and have this, like, group and you go out and event it all out, like, that's just not my deal. It hasn't been ever. And so right now, in my journal, in my space, I'm trying to work through some of those things from my past. Like, how could I allow for that person to continue being in my life, right? When they showed a complete lack of compassion and care for me. And then here's this person that is the exact same. And after reading that book I told you about, Safe People, it's like, she's not safe. And I knew that, and that's why I told her, I was like, look, this isn't gonna work out. Basically, I had to break it up. And like I said, I've distanced and gotten rid of the other relationship. So I'm doing those things I need to do, but what bothers me is that it's like I allowed for it for a bit, you know? And now at least I'm saying no. I have this great love for myself. I'm protecting it. But why do you not see another person? Why is it that you and yours is before another? How do you break through that? I feel like the first thing I think about is how this person's life is, what they've been through, why they're acting that way, what I can do to possibly make it better or just stay away, or, you know what I mean? Like, I'm constantly thinking that way. And I just wish others would too. So I'm gonna kind of meditate on that a little bit and work through it and show some forgiveness, but also make sure I keep myself tall and strong and don't let, I mean, it was the second I got here, you know? It's like, you gotta get your defenses up, right? And you're so you're just like, just trying to come back into life. And the last thing that you wanna do is have to Wakanda for life. It's a great movie, by the way. So that's what I'm working on, and hopefully I'll get there. And I'm 8 minutes long. I'm sorry, but today is just one of those days. I'm feeling a little better this morning, but obviously I have some things I need to work through. But it's gorgeous, and I'm gonna sit here on my mat and drink my tea and see where the day takes me. And I hope you have a good day too.